Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good Thursday in the market. Starting off on our long term here. Ouch. Rocket, Corsair. Blah. Corsair was looking good yesterday. I think it's just getting pulled down with the market. They had good earnings. Rockets were about what estimates were. They didn't quite make it, but they just got plummeted. I think Rocket's pretty heavily shorted. And so they take any opportunity they can, similar to GameStop. Even if GameStop has good earnings, it just gets shorted like crazy, and it has been for a while, for years. So anyways, long term sucks, but you just buy and hold, and that's it. Just buy something that's good that you can hold through volatility. So SPY today, I've been buying SPY puts on bounces, and they've worked out pretty well. I kind of got out of ones too early today, but I was like, I'll just start day trading these things pretty much. Sorry, I'm a little sick, so I'm gonna be kind of nasally, but yeah, we made some money. I sold it like right here, a SPY put. This was the morning, and this is where I sold it, and then it's good I sold it there, I guess, because the SPY kind of ran up today, but this is a good bounce to short it on either this one or looks like now, because I think we'll be red into the close, and if not, I think we'll probably still be red tomorrow, just based mostly on the chart and on the daily. We're in, this is bearish now. MACD's crossed over, red candle below the 9 moving average. Is a clear top reversal candlestick. Yeah, so I think we're kind of just forming a little shoulder here. Here's a shoulder, head, shoulder. And so yeah, on these green days, it's a good opportunity to get puts. I had a SPY put go up almost 1,000% on that first initial drop, which is crazy. This drop right here, I mean, it's pretty significant, but yeah, so I've got more. These, let's see, I've got some call credit spreads on it too. So if SPY closes below 412, we'll get the max gain on this, which is 1,092. And then I've got a 415 and a 412 SPY put. These have lost value. I bought into them too quick. I didn't think we were going to bounce this much. I bought into them here, and then I was like, oh yeah, and then whoosh, this is crazy. But the market overall looks like it's moving more normal today. And maybe normal is actually abnormal, but that's just what we're used to. More volume on the SPY and on GameStop. GameStop's still extremely low, but it's more than yesterday's numbers that were changed. Let's see what it's saying. 1.7 on Webull still. So yesterday's volume, I guess they deleted a bunch after hours, or they were reshuffling. There's different theories I've read. Another acronym for some sort of governing power, CTS or CTP, that does something that I don't care to know about. But yeah, there was different theories. One was that Citadel was actually getting margin called when we were seeing the low volume, and then even when the whole market pretty much stopped trading yesterday for like 5 minutes. And the theory is that since they're like one of the major market makers, they had to start rerouting orders, and so because they were getting margin called. I'm not sure if that's true or if it's the CTP QRS, but it doesn't matter a whole lot. Just abnormalities is all we need to really look out for. GameStop's still doing good. We the hearing is going on right now. I listened to some of it, almost plucked my eyes out. So boring. But this is grinding up, kind of like what we were saying, and if it follows this pattern we did up here, it'll probably be one more day of kind of grinding up on this trend line. And I haven't changed these lines, by the way. You guys might think I changed them, but this is what I've had on here. So what's happening is it's really respecting these trend lines. And this is from this point right here. Maybe, no, it's actually this point and that point. Yeah, it was those 2 points. And then this other longer one, I have it for down here somewhere. But yeah, so I did this point, and it's holding on there strong. So this was 3 days or so. We're up here on the resistance, and now we're on our 3rd day here, sort of 3rd day. So I expect tomorrow, or I don't know. I mean, it could just grind up on this thing, honestly, but I expect we'll be I expect we'll probably have a bounce, not the resistance, before we break out. But we could just grind up and then have a breakout. It's looking like it's probably this wedge, and that gives us a breakout by next Friday over the weekend, the 14th to the 17th. So that's, yeah, next Friday's the 14th, next Monday's the 17th. This is where Monday starts right here, so we'll see. It's not going to be hard lines here. SPY is ripping up right now. Yeah, this is a good opportunity to buy puts on it, probably. Look on the hourly also. It hasn't broken this resistance right here. It's respected that twice, so it'll probably hit that and come down, and I think it'll come down tomorrow. But it's tough though, because on the hourly, I mean, it's staying above the 9 moving average, and the MACD looks good. So this is more based on the daily chart and looking at this crossed over, and then we kind of hit this top, and so yeah. But I know I'm so nasally. Ugh. On the daily on GME, it's not. It's kind of flipped to bearish just because MACD has crossed back over. We've got red red on the histogram yesterday, and then it looks like also today will close that way unless it shoots up. But we're still in this wedge, so it's not holding as much weight as if there was no pattern going on. But since we have this big pattern from, well, even just from here, from March, it's holding weight to me that it's staying above that, and that's pretty much all that matters. So, but yeah, we're gonna need volume. Once this thing starts going up, I wouldn't get too excited, even if there is volume, until it really breaks out of this wedge and really breaks this resistance of like 180-ish. And once it does that, even if we don't have volume, we will at that point probably start to see a lot of volume. This SPY is ripping up here pretty good. My puts don't like it, but we have made quite a bit on puts. All our other puts, so we got Zillow put yesterday, and it was on unsettled funds, so I couldn't sell it today. This thing was up like 400%. I hate buying stuff on unsettled funds. That's the problem with a cash account. We just look at this. It's a 117 May 7th. So 117 May 7th put. I'll show you where this thing was at. Yeah, this was worth 800 bucks. That's crazy. Yeah, it was way up there. Worth 800 bucks today. But Zillow's had a little bounce. I couldn't sell it. Otherwise, I would have. It's like a 500% or so. But I think it'll keep coming down tomorrow. If you look on the daily, maybe not. They might just consolidate. But I'll be selling it tomorrow. And then we've got this. I got a Fastly put this morning. Fastly had bad earnings, and with how the market's bearish and all the big earnings plays, companies have had good or bad earnings. They've all sold off more or less. So hasn't really mattered what the earnings were. This Fastly's were bad, I guess, because it sold off a lot. And I got to put right here in the morning. And typically I wouldn't, but since this was a continuation play, I did, and that one's up 261%. That's nice. That one expires. That's just a little daily or weekly one, so I could close that out, but it's still kind of bearish. I might close that out before the day's over, or I might leg into it by selling the other put. I'll show you guys how I do that. So I've got this. This is a 45 put that expires on Friday. It expires tomorrow. So what I could do, instead of selling it, because this thing right now is worth, let's say, 325, I could sell it, make 325, and that would be, you know, whatever that is on after my cost. Or what I could do is I could sell another one. I could sell the 40, sell this put. If I sold this put, this is why I haven't done it yet, because this isn't much premium, but if I sold this and I get $53 back as credit, and then basically my cost to get into this play, I think, was like $100. This would cover half my cost to get in, and then this still gives me upside potential. So then if Fastly keeps going down past 40 by Friday, this would be a debit spread, then a put debit spread, and then this thing would be worth $500 total. So it caps my gains on it if I leg into it. If I just leave it naked, it will probably be worth more, but it's just more risky than if I legged into it. So we'll see though. Typically I don't leg into it unless it at least covers my initial cost coming into it, and this one doesn't, because this one cost me $90 for this put. So if that other put was going for $90, then maybe I would sell that one, and then it'd be free, and then I could just you know, wait for it to, if it goes down more, sell it, or if it doesn't, I could still sell it and make a profit. But yeah, we'll see on that one. Coin is continuing to drop, which maybe unexpected, but I kind of expected it, I guess, enough to get a put on it. Didn't have strong conviction, but this is kind of IPOing like Facebook did, and Facebook dumped basically quite a bit after IPO. This is a 210 put. It was pretty far out of the money. It's finally gained value. It's been, yesterday it wasn't even I was still negative on it, but today now it's up 116%. So it finally broke out of that range to where now people are like, okay, it's gonna keep going, and if it does, this will keep getting value. It looks like kind of a bear flag here. MACD's still good. I think this thing's gonna keep dropping. So this put lasts until, got like 15 more days on it, so I probably won't keep it till expiration. I don't think this will keep dropping for 15 days, but I think it looks like it's going to keep dropping. I don't know if I'll hold it over the weekend. This one I could leg into, kind of like that other one, since I have so much time on it. But yeah, what else do we do on here today? SPY. Oh, I got VIX. So I got VIX calls, which is basically volatility index. I think there's going to be volatility. There's a lot of open interest on VIX calls in May from big money, so that kind of an inclination also. And I think with the SPY, if it's going to crash, any sort of crazy volatility with GME, the VIX will go up. So I got 55 call, 45 call, and then these were those SPY plays I had, those puts that I bought and sold. Fastly, that one I opened, and then I also bought Wells Fargo puts. I already have puts on Bank of America, which are actually doing well. It's so bizarre. So Wells Fargo was getting, I guess, probed today, basically like investigated for something. That's never good. And with the history that Wells Fargo has, with all the stuff they've been through already, the reason why I left Wells Fargo, because all the scams they were pulling on people. Anyways, with all the over leverage of banks, I'm trying to find opportunities to short banks, which ones to short, what time. And so I got 21 of these. They're way out of the money. So these are not YOLOs because they're not a lot of money, but they're kind of, if something crazy happens, these will be worth a lot. So this one only cost 210. I got a ton of time on it, 71 days. I guess not as many as my Bank of America plays. But these Bank of America, so I just looked on the option chain. I'll show you how I do that. But these are up 100%, which is crazy because I got these for 3 cents. I kind of added liquidity to the option chain because there wasn't really any volume on it. So if we look at the options, this is on Bank of America. Shoot, which one am I? June? Is that it? Where is it? I've got, oh, September 21 puts. Okay. Show me that one. September. Yeah, I'm way up here. Nice. That's good. More time, the better. So yeah, I went all the way to the bottom of the chain pretty much. Or no, I'm on 40. There's probably more strikes. But yeah, I looked at the last price and then also the bid and the ask. And at this point, the ask was at, I think, 3 cents. So it was a big jump from this strike to this strike, and that's kind of why I ended up that one. I wanted to get them way out of the money. Presently, looking at the option chart, I would look at the ask on all these, and I would probably get these same ones. I would get this one, actually, because this one's 8 cents, and this one's 8 cents. This one's closer to the money, so I get that one. Kind of an easy way to pick if you're not, if you don't have any reason to pick a closer strike. Just kind of finding one, or if you're not looking at support and resistance, or for any reason why you wouldn't have a certain strike, you can always just try and kind of option chain arbitrage it and find a discrepancy or an anomaly. Sometimes you get filled on the last price, so let's see. So yeah, I'd pick like this one if I get this one for 9 cents instead of that one, you know what I mean? So basically I picked these up, and somehow they're actually gone up in value. It only needs a little bit for it to double. I got them for 3 cents, and now the spread on these, the last price was 5 on that one. So Wells Fargo, the chain wasn't quite as liquid, so those are down a little bit, but I just picked them up. And VIX, FSLY, Wells Fargo, SPY. So yeah, my my option account here, E-Trade, has gotten pretty bearish, as well as volatility. It's covering all of that very well. I hope. It's hard to know what banks to pick, honestly. GME's having a little run up here, no volume though. It's kind of coming into the last 10 minutes. You'll usually see some crazy moves. And then on this account, I've been messing with Doge. I got back into it too soon. On the last run up though, we made like $400 or $500 on it, which was pretty sick. Had this huge drop. I wish I picked it up here, but fine, I didn't. I'm gonna wait for full on reversal. I picked it up right here, and then it kind of started melting down. I'm like, I'm gonna get out of it. It's like $150 down on that play, but yeah, it's fine. So like I was saying on the daily chart, we're waiting for this. I think we're waiting for this RSI to settle down. So this will probably consolidate. This might come all the way back down to here, back down to this 43 cents support, which was this previous resistance. So kind of wait for that to settle down. The RSI will settle down, and then we'll wait for a reversal for positive price action. MACD's crossing over, candlesticks overnight moving averages, yada yada yada. It might not happen. I am expecting Doge to keep going up though until Saturday, at least. Yeah, and then it might keep running from Elon on SNL, or it might be a sell the news where it starts selling off on Saturday, or even maybe even before then, because people are trying to anticipate the sell off. So I don't expect this to go much longer. And honestly, the way it's taking so long for this RSI to come down, that might be the top for a while, or ever. I don't know. GME having a little go. I need the SPY to tank tomorrow. That'd be awesome. And Z and what else do we have? FSLY. Those are the ones. Man, Rocket and Corsair, these things break my heart. If you guys have cash, that's a good position to have. You don't always want to have everything in the stock market. You want to have cash in your brokerage account, so you can access it to buy in on opportunities, especially for a long term. I don't like having only $600 in here, which was more. But we're looking into kind of bearish territory now, so as days progress, things will get cheaper. You'll get better entry points. I think Corsair is at a pretty good entry point right now. Very good, actually. They just had very good earnings, and look, it's down 4% today. Rocket, same deal. Their earnings were basically neutral, and they're down 16% today. So Rocket, I would say, is going to keep dropping. However, this looks like this is kind of I think this is a support for them. So yeah, this is a pretty, I mean, I guess it come down to 17.6. We've got support back here. It's kind of even below this support, but yeah, if you did want to get long, go long on Rocket. I think I would start scaling in now, because this might not keep dropping. It might hold the support. That's what I got for you guys. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Join us on Discord. I'm starting to fill stuff out. We've got our trading tools on here. Awesome different links for that. I got news. So Wells Fargo getting probed. I put that out right when it happened on Wells Fargo at 12:37, and you could have gotten daily puts, honestly. That was right here. Put it out. See, there's 12:35, so literally is on that candle. Boom. Could have made probably 200% on option plays if you wanted to flip it. It's now ripping back up, and so is GME. So we'll see what happens with that. Follow us on Twitter at HappyMoneyYT. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We will see you tomorrow. Peace out.